everyone, it's Jumping Around the Game here. Today we're going to be reacting to what Michael Rosen YTP. Well, you can read that title, as I'm not going to read that out loud for, well, you know why, if you've ever made any YouTube videos. Anyway, check the quality, 1080p HD, press full screen, and press play. Yeah, I hope I don't get demonetized for this.
Goldfish. On Monday, my dad woke me up. Wake up, he shouts, your goldfish is dead. Oh, no, it isn't, I said. And Dad's hand darted into the water and killed my goldfish by squashing it in his hand. And Dad said, see, I told you it's really dead. Now get your ass to school. And I cried. I couldn't bear the thought of my dad flushing my goldfish down the toilet and trap his eternal soul into fish hell. So I decided to bring him to science class so that he could at least die in the name of science. Right, at school we were doing, that's art class, you fool. At science class we were doing whatever, you know the kind of thing, hypothesis, electricity, crystal met. I mean rocket science. That's what I meant. Anyway, before we got on with our project, our teacher, Miss Knows It All, said,
I'm sure that some of you have noticed the poster with the photo of the bird that I've put up on the wall, and that includes you, Mervyn. Yes, you. No need to turn around. There aren't any other flat earthers here, are there? I wish I could say the same about the rest of the world. Yes, Mervyn. What do you want? If you don't think it's a real photo, why not try to find a photo of your flat earth? Oh, that's impossible because it's too big. What's the matter? I thought your senses were infallible.
Then, after everyone in class started working by themselves, I thought it'd be a good idea to dissect my goldfish and look into his inside with a microscope. The only trouble was, Miss Knows It All wouldn't let us use it because we broke the last one, and there was my teacher sitting there, guarding the door to the storage with all the things that we weren't allowed to know about. But I just wanted really bad to see the rigor mortis in my goldfish. I know. I got to the teacher and I said, Miss, Mervyn is trying to debunk the curve for preschool learners by showing a video game with a giant punching the player up in the air. And that worked really well. Miss Knows It All was trying very hard not to go roaring, would you believe it, the little piece of shit. Oh, he's gonna be in for big trouble. Yeah, do you know, she's actually really nice. Anyway, I looked to see what there was. There were some things made of glass. Don't like that. There was sulfuric acid. Maybe another day. And there it was. The dopey microscope. I was just about to grab it when I saw a box with a piece of paper. What is it?
Warning. This is a
highly experimental, untested substance. Use it with caution within 4 hours after a time of death. And I said, well, it is 9:30, so let's see what this does to my plate goldfish. And while my teacher was scolding Mervyn, I was injecting the red substance into my toenails, into my goldfish. I sat down and waited. Suddenly, the goldfish goes and jumps up. It just jumps up and down the way it does when it needs to be put into water. Magic. I knew it. What I didn't notice was when Alfred put the little guy in a plastic bag, it started biting his fingers and they were running with dribbles of blood into the bag. But I thought it was the magic life juice. Anyway, later that day at playtime, my friend Haribo came to school crying. As you know, we said, what's the matter? And he said his granddad had died. Dave said, wake up, this is just a dream. Your granddad is really alive. And Haribo said, really? And Dave said, no. And then he started crying even more. So he said, really, Dave? Fucking really? And Dave said, I was only saying. So everyone said, shut the fuck up, Dave. In fact, just leave. He was a nice man, Haribo's granddad. He had a shed with tins, peach syrup. What a drink! So I drank the lot. Not long after, 4 years later, I went to the kitchen, saw a can on the table. What's in it? Beer. Yes, that's right. Older Rosen, lift the can and fill my mouth. Fill my mouth with that thick, sweet juice. This beer is warm. I'll have to find the bar.
That was a gross sound.
So I went to my favourite place outside of Vegas called the Emporium, and I had gin and whiskey. The coolness and the wetness. And while I was getting inebriated, I noticed that there was this special on all kinds of spicy food. So since I'm all about hot stuff, I get a piece of chicken mixed with hot sauce. Dig in. The hotness and the spiciness. I love spicy food. 200,000 school units in my mouth. So now I took one meal after the next until all that was left was the tomatoes. But once I got up, I started feeling bad. I think you know what that means. Yes, my spicy meal had to leave my body. Ooh, I could feel the entity inside churning in my stomach, setting my bowels in motion, making noises, taunting me.
Well, looks like you're in a bit of a predicament, Mickey boy. I hope you don't have any plans you have to cancel now.
And I said, don't you dare go anywhere. You're going to stay there until I decide that it's a good time to go.
Ha! You can't give me any orders. I have all the power over you now. I shall see you on the other side.
That really does it. I had to get to the toilet. Trouble was, the Vikings raided our town and put bear traps in our public bathrooms just to fuck with us. This meant that it was time to get my ass home where it could unload the car. Go! So it's rush out of the bar and off down the street until I came to this pedestrian crossing. I could simply walk through if it wasn't for the red light and all the cars are going whoosh. So there I was waiting for them to stop, but I got a headache, some chest pain and a kick in my tummy. Oh no, this is horrible. But I saw more cars and more cars and more cars. You haven't shit yourself, have you? Someone said. And I suddenly catch sight of Kim Jong-un standing there laughing at me. And he's going, no. I'm really glad I don't have to pull like you do now. Seeing people in this state gives me great pleasure. In a furious voice I say, or at least my ass is made for something else than stuffing with butt plugs from Russia with love. I was just about to say, you only like to show your big missiles to compensate for your tiny penis when I saw something else. There were no cars going by, and off I went over the crossing, shouting, you can't stop, Mr. Mike, Mr. Michael, Mr. Rosen, Mr. Me, as someone behind me shouted, ahoy! You have to wait for green light, Mr. Mike, Mr. Michael, Mr. Rosen, Mr. Me. One car made a break and went sliding on the road before it crashed into another car. It was horrible, but no one shat their pants. So I got up and kept walking without looking back or changing objectives. I wanted to run, but I had to keep my butt cheeks clenched, and I'm still going too slow to make it home at this pace. And then suddenly, I remembered this funny little exploit my friend Haribo on the Bethesda launcher told me. I'm going to just keep walking as I'm looking down on the ground.
This is really brilliant.
But, and this is a clenched but, those fuckers at Bethesda patched the game, and the player speed was no longer tied to your frames. Great. Really great. I wish I could fast travel like a video game. However, I was lucky enough to see a taxi cab. Great. Really great. Oh, take me to the street. The cab goes on, and I tip the chauffeur to drive the fastest he could. He tries to talk to me. Some people think I shall get a dash cam to film those little shits who jumped in front of my car for free money. But you know how many times I'd be caught breaking traffic rules. But I just sit there in my great big anxious silence. So I decided to tip him more to stay quiet. I stopped sweating. Now I was feeling a little better as we were getting past the park, and it's full of football, and it's a... Oh, come on! Not another one of those little insurance scammers. He was standing on the road waiting for the car to stop 5 meters far away, and he just bumped into it and fell over and started crying. And he said, "I'm rich now." I mean, I am hurt. Wah! So he said, yeah, I bet you are. Now, get up. And he's going. Did anyone else see what happened? No. Good. For 5 minutes, they were both going at it, and all the time my rat started to pound at the gate again. And my driver said, "Look, if I ran you over, you'd be just a slab of meat. I could cripple you in 1 second with me car, because that's the way it goes down. You come to rob me, I fight back. So stop punching my windshield before I put you out of this bridge." It was then I noticed we were on a bridge above a railway. So I put my hand on the edge of the bridge to feel the rhythm of the coming train, and it's coming closer and closer towards me. And then, when it was underneath me, I flipped over and jumped on my train. Boom. So there I was, holding onto the roof, hoping the train would take me home. Trouble was, I was on the roof of a move-in fucking train, and it was just as scary as it sounds. As it went hurtling past, the train repeatedly tried to throw me into the air, and it went on for ages. And when it all fucks up, my stomach even more, I regret my decision. Oh no, this idea was horrible. And then, in front of me, I could see a dark tunnel. I had to lie down on the train in order to not get hit by the unusually low roof. Oh no! Oh, no harm at all. I survived, except for the mohawk. Then the bus stopped. I mean the train. I rushed off the train. I got to the rest sit until read up. And this is going to sound awful. But I threw a roll into a window and broke into someone's house. Yeah, not my proudest moment. But I was in a shitty situation and there was no one in. So I dashed off to the toilet faster than an electronic rabbit on crack. And everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. Well, actually, everything was horrible. Oh no! It's hurting! Oh no, this is horrible! Someone killed me! Oh no! Do you know, someone on the internet will say to me, if he made it to the bathroom, how come this video's called Michael Rosen Pools Himself? Fair enough, and I'll tell you, it's because it's actually called Jack Poetry No Pools. Michael Rosen. So first you tease us with a really long, intriguing story about Haribo's granddad rising from the dead, and then you're telling us that he doesn't go doo-doo in his nice blue jeans. Well, don't expect us to subscribe to your horrible channel. Yeah, horrible is the right word to describe the use of fart sounds. But I don't care. Will you be quiet and watch the video? After a few hours, I was going to wipe my ass when I saw that there was no toilet paper. Oh no. Damn you, COVID. And then I started looking all around the room for something that'll have to do, and well, let's just say that they will be missing a bathroom rug. But they won't want it back. Well, actually, just when I got up to throw it away, I noticed the woman in the corridor. She looked awful. So I said, how about some privacy? And I closed the door. Slam!
That was a great YTP, that was. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, could you consider leaving a like and subscribing? And if you hit the notification bell, then you'll never miss a video of mine. Anyway, I've got to go back to it, so peace out.